Hello and welcome back to the simracing channel where nothing is impossible. It's Florian for simracing with Handicap 502, and today we are having a first look at the new Challenger Pack DLC in Assetto Corsa Competizione. It brings 5 new cars and it costs around 11 euros. So let's have a look at the first car. To get to the new cars, you have to go to Series and choose Open Series. And now you can see the new cars. Let's take a look at first at the Porsche 992 GT3 Cup. I think it will be the most popular of the new cars, maybe aside of the GT3 car of the new. So let's see. I think it looks absolutely amazing. You can also see that it has definitely more downforce, more aero parts on it. The wing is massive. And I mean, look at that rear. That looks really amazing. Yeah, now look what liveries we have. There are no official liveries, but we have some variation in the color. I think they all look really, really good. So let's have a look on the inside. New interior compared to the old Porsche Cup. Yeah, now let's go on the track and drive a few laps. I will take this car to Hungaroring. I think it suits it well. So let's see how the Porsche drives. Let's take it out for a few laps. Keep in mind that all the new cars have no tire blankets, except for the Audi. And that means you will have very, very low tire temperatures and also low pressures. So you have to be very careful on your outlap, especially with the Porsche where you have no TC. We can already see that the car is very, very bouncy. The suspension seems to be very stiff. And you cannot change the spring rate. You can only change anti-roll bar, but that won't really help with that. Oh, understeer. Typical Porsche. Sound-wise, I have to say it pretty much sounds like the GT3 Porsche. Whoa, 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 whoa. You see, you have to be very careful on the throttle. Especially if the pressures are not up where they should be. You should aim for 27 on this car, 27 psi. As for all the other Cup cars. So let's go for a proper lap. Let's see what we can do. So how does the car drive? Yeah, I would say it's a bit easier to drive than the old Porsche Cup, but it would be a lie if I would say it's easy to drive. It has the typical Porsche behavior, oversteer on the corner entry, have to be very careful there, but also very deadly on the exit because of the corner, because you have no TC. Yeah, but you can definitely feel that it has way more downforce than the old car, which makes it a bit easier to drive. And yeah, it drives more like the GT3 Porsche. It drives very similarly, and also lap times wise it's only a bit slower, not much slower. It's like a few seconds. So yeah, overall I like the car, I really like it, but yeah, it's a real challenge. Now let's take a look at some shots from the outside, especially because the sound is crazy good. So now let's take a look at the second car. It's the Ferrari 488 Challenge Evo. It's the most powerful car with 670 horsepower. I have to say it also really looks amazing. It's a really nice car, a really beautiful car. We've got some liveries here. Let's see how they look. Pretty nice. An interesting thing, here we see it says GT2 European Series, and also here it says GT2. Same here. So this means this is not only the challenge car, but it is also the GT2 car at the same time. And yeah, the GT2 cars, they are more powerful than GT3 cars, but with less downforce. So they are really tricky to drive. But we will see that later. Let's take a look on the inside. Yeah, so now let's head to the track and drive a few laps. So I will try the Ferrari on Monza, because I think it suits it very well, as this car is very fast in a straight line and should have some very nice top speed. Again, no tire blankets for this car, so low tire pressures. Careful on the outlap. First thing we recognize is that this car has a 7th gear. And it is a usable 7th gear, not like in the BMWs who got this, where you never use it. So you see, you always use 1 gear higher than normal. Brake bias is not adjustable on this car. It has TC1 and TC2 as the GT3 Ferrari. Rear wants to step out. See, we have 280. Bit too late on the brakes. Have to brake very early with this car. Very early. So let's see if we can do a proper lap. 151.6, not a bad lap. We see it's not that much slower than the GT3s, which is no surprise when we look at the top speed of over 280. So how does the car feel? Yeah, it's very fast on the straight, obviously. Very much understeer, extremely understeery. But at the same time you have to be extremely careful on the throttle, because that's the only time when the rear really wants to step out. But yeah, overall it's a nice car, also very challenging, but I think very fun. You can really play with it on the limit. It's easy to correct slides. So yeah, very nice car. Sound is also not too bad. So now let's take a look at the car from the outside and how it sounds from the outside. So this was part 1 of my review of the new Challenger Pack DLC in ACC. In part 2 I will review the other 3 cars and give you a conclusion on my thoughts of the DLC and tell you if I think you should buy it or not. If you liked the video, please give it a like, and if you want to see part 2, please subscribe to my channel to not miss it.